Hey guys, it's Cass. So just to get down to the point, I'm gonna be talking about some stuff in China that's weird in the US, but like normal here. This is my fourth time in China. I've been back for around 2 weeks. Considering it's my fourth time and each time I've been here for like 2 months, I think I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So, number one is drinking hot water is a thing. Sorry, there's like a list right there, so I'm just reading off the list kind of. So drinking hot water is a thing. Like no matter what season it is, if it's hot outside, if it's cold outside. Like, I googled it, and hot water actually has a lot of benefits. So Chinese are onto something, you guys. The second one, number two, is spitting. I could make an entire video about this, and I just might. But something I will never get used to is just the most disturbing, guttural, like spitting of phlegm. I don't even want to do it because it's that gross. And you just hear it at the most random times, and you're not prepared. It's just all of a sudden like, and they just like, and everyone is so used to it. Like all of the people who are around me, like I never see anyone react. No one flinches. No one does anything. Like the local Chinese people, like it's just as normal as breathing. Like I remember I saw a mom walking like her little toddler, and they were holding hands and walking, and like without missing a beat, she was just like, like they just kept walking, and I was like, oh my. Someone told me that it's like getting rid of like the impurities because China is smoggy, so you kind of get like clogged up or whatever. But I like people don't even try to spit in the bushes, even if they're walking right past the bushes. I'm not gonna stay on this topic for too long because we have a lot to get through. But spitting is a big thing, and I will never get used to it. Okay, number three. Number three is oily food. Um, it's pretty much self-explanatory. The food is really oily. The first time I came to China, like 2 years ago, um, I was like, I was astounded at how like oily it was. I was kind of grossed out, but now like I don't really notice it. It's kind of a bad thing, but number four. Speaking of food, the food and safety standards are pretty poor in China. Like in most of the places, like some places are like really good, but generally the standards are really poor. And I had this conversation with someone from the UK. It's something you kind of have to see an experience to completely understand, but it's just a culmination of a bunch of things, like a bunch of little things, like people cooking with their hands, leaving food out to the elements, and like there being like some flies, like not a lot, but just some flies. Coughing while you're cooking and not covering your mouth, things like that. And so basically when you're in China, you just have to come to terms with like it's not going to be clean. It more than likely is not going to be completely clean. And so that's something that I got used to. So now I have just extremely low standards when it comes to food, like even when I'm in the US. Number five, I think we're on five. Going into like poor safety control for food and all that, just in general, a lot of places in China, it's just a bunch of little things. Like you see someone mopping the floor in the lobby, and they're using dirty water, a hand soap. Like if you go in a bathroom, if there is hand soap, if there is that is a big if. Usually there is no soap. But when there is, like sometimes like the lid to the soap, like you pour in the soap and the lid is gone, so anyone could just like put anything in the soap. Like it's just a lot of things. And like dodging like spit that's all over the not all over the sidewalk, but like you see a loogie every once in a while. Okay, number six. Pushy people. People push here. And it's not seen as rude. People do not think it's rude. They're not trying to be mean. They just have places to go, and if you're in their way, they're gonna push you. Simple. That's how people see it in China. Like if you're in my way, you're gonna get pushed so I can get to where I need to go. Someone is trying to get by and they're trying to walk past you. They are not gonna wait for you to realize that they're trying to get past. Like, they aren't gonna say, excuse me, they're just gonna push you out of the way. Like move. If you're getting on the bus and there's like a crowd of people and like you're not moving fast enough, people will push past you so they can get on the bus because spaces run out quick. People will push past you on elevators. Like, if you don't get out of the elevator fast enough, people will push you out of the way. Like, people always push. It's not seen as rude. Like, I don't even get offended anymore. Like, people just freaking push for no reason sometimes. Like, it's like there's no reason to rush, but people just push anyway. So, number, I think we're on 7. Speaking of pushing in a different way, oh, sorry, the table. If you were getting food, if you're looking at clothes or anything, like, but specifically I'm going to talk about food, like street vendor or something, and you're just looking, you haven't committed to anything, just looking at the menu or like looking at what they have out. They will say, well, you can't understand, but they'll basically say like, you want this one or do you want this one? Or they'll be like, what do you want on your food? Do you want this topping or this topping? And it's like, whoa, I haven't even committed to buying from you yet. Like, can we slow down? Like, that's something I had to get used to because when I first came here, that made me feel obligated to buy something because I was already having a conversation with them and I felt guilty. But, like, I kind of feel like that's how they get you. Like, they don't really care. Like, they secretly, like, don't really care. Let's see. I think it's number 8. You get to meet people from all over the world, and that is like a huge plus for me. I love that about where I am in China right now. Just in your day-to-day life, it's crazy. I can go out with like my group of friends and who are also from around the world and meet someone from the UK, meet someone from like Kenya, meet someone from France, like all in the same night. All in the same night. And like I make new friends from around the world all the time. It's great. So you learn about their culture and they can ask questions about your culture. And it's just like, I don't know, like mentally stimulating and like eye-opening to see like how people from different areas think and like how people from different areas like have different cultures and people come from so many different backgrounds. And there's a lot of foreigners in China. Surprisingly, a lot of people think that there aren't foreigners in China. I'm just going to stop the video here because it's getting a little long. There's definitely so much more. Like, I have pages of stuff. So, let me know if you want a part 2. I'll probably make one anyway. So, that was just a few things from China that's like weird in the US but normal here. Okay. I'll see you guys. Bye.